all this time, they didn't even want to be found.
We don't know if they all feel that way.
Yeah. Sure.
Something on your mind?
Nothing. The Ascension Hall better have answers. That's all.
An elevator. Let's see where it leads.
Launch is really building up the suspense.
Must be quite a spectacle up there.
Ancestors. That's how they'll ascend.
I'm just building a spaceship, all right. We better take a closer look.
The clouds. They're not real. It's all an illusion. Focus. What's that sound?
It's a warning, I think. For radiation, something toxic. It should be safe enough for now, but I'd better check out the ship.
Okay. Tell me what you find.
The rocket. The source of the radiation. That's why he grabbed data from that old prototype in his headquarters. It must be how I'll get the lift he needs. Storage. For Londra's followers? But that can't be enough space for all of them. And MSP again. What does that mean? Londra's got the Horus's printer working again. To build the ship. Okay, I've seen enough.
I don't like that look. What did you find?
The Horus. It has a special component. One that can make almost anything you can imagine. Parts, tools, even entire machines. Londra has rigged it to build what he needs for his ship. But in order for the ship to leave, it needs a ton of power, way more than what Londra could achieve with what he had.
So he went looking for something from his old company.
Exactly. Part of the data he got was for a blueprint, for a kind of boost. One that's as toxic as it gets. If this ship gets airborne, it'll spread a poison from here to every tribal land in the region.
Everyone will get sick and die. There's still something I don't get. Why would Londra do all of this just to get off this world? Oh, this again!
Seika.
You're still not telling me everything. My people are the ones that are caught up in all this. My sister! I deserve to know.
You're right. I will tell you. It just won't be...
Guess our time's up.
Lying filth!
Oh, this must be our friend Zeth.
Spread out. Reinforcements will follow. Time to put you down!
Never seen a cannon like that before.
I guess Londra gave him a new toy.
How do we even get out of here?
Zeth's got this whole place on lockdown. But maybe there's a way to shut it off.
Stay alive.
want more?
It doesn't have to be this way!
I don't think they're listening, Seika.
She's going for cover! Seika!
Predict their movement! Can't give in now! Back in the fight!
Soldiers, keep attacking! You're a disgrace to the Quen! A shame I won't get to crush you myself, Seika!
You wait, Seth!
Aiming for the head!
That shield's blocking my shots.
A futile attempt! That grapple there!
No way up there. Gotta disable the lockdown. Ugh.
One down. Now for the barbarian!
Mine's giving me a hand! I've got this! Aloy! We can't hurt him yet!
These guys don't let up.
Tricky rodent!
You fall to death!
You don't have what it takes, Seika!
Tough work when you've got that shield!
There are many more loyal to Walter!
Can't shoot past that shield.
It's useless, barbarian!
He's protected behind the
No good, little barbarian! Squeeze the last breath from you myself!
Power mode. It might lift the lockdown. It's wired to 2 more nodes. I gotta keep looking.
Nothing!
Got it.
You fought well! Scum! Now it ends!
Lockdown's lifted. Now to get to Zach.
Stop them!
Hello. way. Gotta go
Come
around.
on, face me! It's useless, barbarian!
Some of those Marines. They didn't even hesitate to attack.
Yeah, there's something off about them. But for now, we focus on Zeth. Come on out, Zeth! Let's get this done!
I'll enjoy crushing you both!
Nice to meet you, too.
Tactical advantage! I like it!
Defiance ends now!
Where have you been taking the rest of our people?
Answer her question.
He takes the devoted to his park on the southern peninsula. But you'll never reach it. The tower there is positioned to ward off any approach.
And my sister is there?
She was in the final group. I'm not supposed to bring any more over, but Walter promised the Ascension to everyone who proves themselves. I don't understand.
Londra's been using you to get what he wants. Let's face it, you're an easy mark. Too blinded by your own ego to see the truth.
Well, you just flipped his world upside down.
Just give me a straight answer. Why does Londra want to leave?
Something is coming to Earth. It destroyed the world that Londra fled, and it wants to do the same thing here.
Destroy the world? What could possibly do that?
It's called Nemesis. It's like a machine, sort of. But it's more powerful than anything you or I have ever faced. That's why Londra's building this ship. He's doing everything in his power to leave before it gets here. And I guess he wants to take some Quen with him, too. Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but there's still hope.
If you say so.
Seika.
There's a beach on the southeast coast of the island where we took down the first tower. That's probably the closest we'll get to Londra's park. And I should probably report back to the Admiral. tell him something about what we found here.
Okay. I'll meet you at the beach then. That was bad. That was really bad. Seika, she seemed so lost. Why do I feel like that too? How do I fix this? For now, I'd better take a look at that zenith weapon. I think I can turn this into something I can use. There. I should test it out when I get back outside. Better check on the rest of the Quinn on my way out, too. Worse than the other zeniths. Willing to irradiate thousands so long as he survives. Seika and I have to find a way to stop him. Once I make things right with her. I guess Brennick spread the word to the rest of the people here. That Laundra doesn't care about them. They must be pretty confused.
Everyone, please, remain calm.
It seems like the Quinn have some thinking to do. I hope they figure it out and head back to Fleet's End. But I gotta meet up with Seika, talk things out with her, make sure we're okay. Get in the air. that earthquake? I think it's coming from inside that room.
Hard to believe all this might just end.
Yeah, I feel pretty bad about just dropping that on you.
At least you were honest. Because I haven't been honest with you. Those paintings we saw in Laundra's old building, I recognized the style. My sister painted them. She's one of them. One of his followers. I wanted to hide it from you. Or hide it from myself, maybe. She's gone. I've lost her. And I feel like I've lost my tribe, too. Now you tell me that the world is ending? What am I supposed to do with all that?
Seika.
What's the point?
Seika, I completely understand why you wouldn't tell me that. It's okay. But your sister? Your people? They are a part of you. Nothing can change that. You have to fight for them. To save them from Laundra, but maybe even to save them from themselves, and you will. That's just you. That's part of what makes you... great. You don't have to do it alone, okay? I will help you, I promise. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
We need to find a way onto that peninsula.
The currents are too strong for swimming.
Yeah. And if we fly or take your skiff, that tower will knock us out.
I was thinking, there's a machine that can fly and dive below the surface. The water wing.
I thought you said the towers blasted a bunch of them out of the sky.
Yeah. But if we were riding one, maybe we could do better. Time our dives to duck below shots from the tower. Can that spear of yours tame one?
No. Not yet, at least. Are there any water wings left? Do you think you could find one?
There have been a few sightings since we took down the first tower. I could ask around the settlement.
Okay, let me know when you have a lead. In the meantime, I'll work on the override.
Gotta admit, I'm not exactly looking forward to the ride.
Seika seems better. Good. Good. Okay. can't get distracted from the task at hand. Gonna need some support for this one. Hey, Beta? I need your help. Do you think you and Gaia can modify my Sunwing override to work on water wings?
The two machines do share a lot of similar code. We might be able to patch together a software update at the fabrication terminal. But we'll need some data from a water wing's ballast regulator and an intact wing membrane.
On it.
Guy and I will prep everything here in the meantime. Stay safe.
Sega mentioned there used to be water wings near Fleet's End. The Zenith Tower we took down blasted them out of the sky, so I should be able to dive for the parts. Start looking for those water wing parts. There's a lot of snap laws down here. Looks like the Zenith Tower did a number on this one. No parts here. If there are any water wing carcasses around, my focus might be picking up. Regulator. Components are fried. Better keep looking. The dent of the snap mark. That works. Contact wing membrane. Got what I need. Time to go. Beta, I've got the parts. Sending over the data now.
Got it. And... done. Sending the software update to you now. Once you apply it to the override module on your spear, it should work on any water wing you find.
Thanks, Beta.
Anytime. Good luck out there.
The workbench. Time to finish the water wing override. There. Seika, any luck finding a water wing?
I spotted a flock on the southern tip of the island south of Fleet's End. I'm headed there now. If you need to resupply, now's a good time. Once you get there, we should head out right away.
Got it. I'll see you there. With luck, maybe we'll finally catch up to Londra. Figure out what he's doing with the other Quinn. Stop him before he can fire up his radioactive rocket.